I got paid by
1981.
Fortnite. They used my dancing in a emote.
Really?
And they paid me. They paid me like $5,000.
Nice. What'd you buy with it?
Just like more Fortnite stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, I have no idea what I spent with it, but it's kind of cool because I post the dance videos sometimes, and I guess their programmers found one of my YouTube. Like, it had no views. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're comedy fans. That's how they found out. But like, they just hit me up and they go, "Hey, the game's going to use this excerpt of you dancing as like a skin or like an emote. We'll give you $5,000." And I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Wow.
It's still one of my favorite credits in Hollywood because it's just so weird and bizarre.
You're in Fortnite.
I love Fortnite dance.
Do you play Fortnite?
No, but I know it's really popular. So it's called the Vibin emote. So if you look at the Vibin emote, that's me dancing.
Oh shit! Let me see that.
Yeah. So they just took an excerpt from like me when I was dancing in my apartment in Koreatown. Because sometimes if I like really like a song, I'll just set the camera up and dance to it.
This.
Yeah, that's me.
There's so many little kids that probably know the shit out of this dance.
It looks very different than you, bro.
That's true.
They could have just done that. They didn't have to pay you.
No, you needed me to. You needed me as the
I think they could have just paid you.
No, I just want to put this out there. Fortnite, I have more dances. If you need more moves.
Yeah, I don't think they needed to pay you for
No,
that.
they
I think they could have just snuck that in if they were like less scrupulous.
Probably. But I think they were under hot water because it was a moment in time where people were kind of upset that they were lifting some of the dances. Like, remember that backpack kid, the floss dance? Remember that
little kid?
Yeah, remember he was like, his name is Backpack Kid, I guess, as a meme.
You talking about the kid on the boat?
Nah, you know this is so dumb.
You ever see the little kid on the boat?
Nah. But remember this dance?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some kid in a backpack invented it.
Really?
And then Fortnite used the dance, and then there was some sort of, hey, people should be getting paid. The Carlton they put in there, and there was this gray area of like, should we pay these people?
So this kid is saying that was his move and they stole it?
Well, they probably patched it up and played nice and everything, but he's the inventor of that dance.
Really? Invented it himself?
Yeah.
I mean,
There's no dispute?
I don't know if anybody else claimed it or tried to say that it was them.
What's that called? Flossing?
Yeah.
It's a strange move, too, so I don't know how he wouldn't have.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like watching people do silly dances. Some dude did this Michael Jackson thing the other day. Like he high-fived this dude and then immediately started moonwalking. And it was really good.
Yeah.
It was like very impressive.
It's so interesting seeing social media get to a place where there are like viable careers in these spaces that didn't exist before, like Charlie D'Amelio or whatever. Like you could just be a cute girl dancing on TikTok, and you used to have to be able to sing, and they would send you to acting school if you were just like a pretty person. Like they had to give you these other skill sets, and now you can just like dance to certain songs.
What do you think that's like psychologically? Because at least if you're a person who sings songs, like people really love my songs.
She probably sings now, but it was a springboard. Like she got famous for her dancing.
Does she sing?
Probably. I don't know.
Well, imagine someone who doesn't sing.
Right.
Just imagine being famous just for being alive.
That's available to you now.
That's a new thing.
It's a new thing.
That's a new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also interesting because like when I got into comedy and like fame was a byproduct. But I think with younger people, sometimes they just want to be famous and they don't really care or know what for. I remember we were shooting a thing. We were shooting the Sonic commercial years ago. And the kids saw a camera. So many of them would say, "Make me famous." It wasn't, I want to do a thing that I love and then become famous. They wanted to be Fame is a byproduct, not, I don't know if it should be the goal.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the healthiest.
No, it's not a good goal.
Because you'll never sustain it.
You're never going to be happy either.
Yeah.
You should be happy if you're doing what you like to do. You know, the idea of just being happy just by fame, that's a trick. And that's going to come with a lot of problems of its own. And you don't want them. You're better off just concentrating on what you love to do and just try to get good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Trying
also,
to just get famous. You're going to do some stuff that you wish you hadn't done. You're going to say some things you wish you hadn't said. You're going to try to get a lot of attention. It's going to come with a lot of extra baggage.
Yeah. And the fame isn't exactly the fun. There are some parts of it that are fun, but then it also impedes your life. Like,
well, it depends on if that's all you do, right? Like there's people out there that are, air quotes influencers. All they do is like either, you're the Kardashians or you're whoever you are. You're doing something and you're making videos and that's your whole thing is you getting out there.
Uh-huh.
It's not like exceptional content. It's not like they're doing crazy backflips and, climbing mountains. They're not doing anything crazy.
Yeah.
They're just being alive.
Right.
Being alive with a lot of money. And a big ass.
And being beautiful.
That helps. That helps. But it's also being around famous people and, oh my God, it's the glamorous life. And then people are sucked in. And if you edit it correctly, we do nice, fast, keep my attention span moving, you can suck me in for years.
Yeah, you forget editing is such a strong necessity nowadays too.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's almost more important than a performer. I mean, it's hyperbole, but a great editor can really elevate some content.
Yes.
Like Schultz's guy's amazing. I mean, what Schultz's is fantastic to begin with, but editing when you're trying to grab people's attention in 20, 30 seconds
Yeah.
with all the zooms and all these psychological tricks too, like shaking it, having the text come in.
Mm-hmm.
So now even to promote as a younger comic, people coming up, you have to be aware of, you might have a great bit, but you have to have it be a little cuttier than it would be live.
Right.
You have to use a certain type of captions. You have to maybe zoom in. So you have to give yourself, I don't know, the benefit of the doubt, or set yourself up for success via editing.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's so many different ways to do it now too. You know, it's like so many people found different avenues to make viral things. Like remember during the pandemic when Schultz had to turn your phone
Oh,
sideways
yeah.
thing? Brilliant.
Yeah.
He had a totally different style of comedy than he does because he, you know, on stage, he'll let things cook. He'll have long pauses, give you the time to think about some ridiculous shit that he just said. And he's like,
yeah, that's the fun of the live show.
Right, but in these Instagram videos, sideways videos, he was very fast paced. It was very fast paced.
Yeah.
And it's punchline after punchline after punchline. He does the Netflix thing, you know, Schultz Saves America, punchline, punchline, punchline.
Right.
It's very fast. It's really interesting because he adapted.
Yeah.
Found like some new pathway. That's a real sign of intelligence, right? If you could find like a new way to do it, and don't do Zoom stand up, son.
I mean, of course. Yeah, no shit.